You don't need to go to Niagara Falls when you can eat some Brian Balls.
What is up, diecast collectors and diecast viewers on YouTube? This is OBB, the diecast news guy, and today I'm going to bring you guys a special NASCAR Authentics diecast review. I'm finally going to review a Wave 4 car, guys. And you guys probably wonder, well, Brian, what the hell are you smoking? Have you already reviewed some Wave 4 cars? Well, technically, guys, if you guys want to be if you want to be very, very technical about what cars I reviewed, I technically reviewed the Cracker Barrel Wave 1 cars. But there were some exclusive cars from Wave 4 I'm still trying to look forward on getting. One of them is the Brett Moffitt race win truck and the Eric Jones Daytona win. But this one in particular, I was not debating on getting, but after seeing it in person, I'm like, you know what? This paint scheme is starting to grow on me. And today is going to be on the Bumblebee car. It is William Byron's 2019 Hertz Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 for Hendrick Motorsports. So yes, this car is literally a Bumblebee on wheels. I mean, it is a very, very basic paint scheme, and this is also the second time we've got a Hertz car released in NASCAR Authentics, as I'm about to show you guys side-by-side comparison of the actual Hertz cars. So right off the bat, the packaging basically is very inverted. We got the inverted numbers on top, but other than that, I mean, packaging is pretty much exactly the same. Even the hoods look very similar. I mean, they are different, but they do look similar from a distance. And on the back, here's the rest of the cars from last year's Wave 11 and this year's Wave 4, which, I mean, if your Walmarts are behind, you probably have this Wave now in stores. But for a majority of the other people, you will have Wave 4 at your Walmarts by now, hopefully, because that's where I found this bad boy at. But without further ado, let's go ahead and unbox this car and let's get a closer look at this Bumblebee Hertz car. Alrighty, guys, we got the diecast out of its box, and before we get things started on this diecast review on the William Byron 2019 Hertz car, let's go ahead and look at the little accessory that comes to this, and it is one of my favorites, guys. I mean, it is the plastic hoods. Surprised I didn't call it a magnet for once, guys, but this is a very unique one that we got. I mean, we see right there, it even has a black outline around the hood, which I think is pretty cool to represent, you know, the black outlines that are on the cars. So that's very creative. Although I'm not a big fan of the yellow 24. I mean, I know, how can I say that? Not a big fan of the yellow 24. Well, you look closely, there's not a single yellow 24 on this car. I mean, yeah. Well, besides the back, I mean, I guess they were trying to incorporate the back, but who really looks at the back of a car anyways? So, yeah. And on the back, you got some nice yellow right here with the NASCAR Authentics logo, which, my God, it had something on it for a sec. So, yeah. And also, guys, I do want to show you guys the comparison of these. I mean, I prefer, this is last year's hood, and this is this year's. Personally, I like this a lot more. It definitely pops up compared to this. So, but might as well go ahead and show both in the background, as hopefully they won't fall. I got a feeling they're going to fall, so let's just put them down, Brian. Trust me, I don't want anything else to fall. God forbid if I make a diecast fall. Oh, God, it's going to be like diecast murder up in here, if you know what I mean. Anyways, on a happier note, guys, this paint scheme, guys, is very simple. No ifs, ands, or buts. I mean, I'm still not a big fan of this paint scheme. It is growing onto me, but, God, it's just too simple. And I think just the additional black on this car just doesn't work. I mean, I know the Hendrick Motorsports cars have this weird A-pillar, but this right here, just, what is this? Like, God, it would look so perfect if it was just yellow, but no, they had to just freaking just created this, like, not even the whole A-pillar is, like, colored. Like, it's, like, 75% black, and then the other 25% is just, like, yellow. Like, I don't like that at all. It really gives me some bad OCD, to be honest with you. And this whole black outline around the wheels, I mean, very creative, I will say. It just doesn't work, and I don't like how the Hertz logo is cut off right here where the line is on Hertz. I'm just not liking it, guys. I really am. I mean, I could be, you know, I could, you know, piss off a lot of people in the comments saying, oh, this paint scheme's awesome, what are you talking about? But I don't know, guys. I mean, it is a nice car. It is bright and vibrant. I mean, the camera is making this yellow look a lot more bright. It is a lot more duller in person, to be honest with you. But if you get this car in the right saturation, it is very bright and Bumblebee-ish look. I don't know. I mean, if you guys got good lighting, then you'll see how beautiful this car is. But if you're like me and you have dull lighting, I mean, I know the camera is really picking this car up very well, but it's not really looking too good, in my opinion. And you can also take a look. The Contention sponsorship is even lower on the Hendrick cars. they're going to be just like the Penske cars, guys, next year. They're going to have no sponsorship contingencies at all. I mean, that's just sad. I know people don't really focus on that stuff, but just seeing that, I mean, and compared to what we've had, 10 years ago, just sad. But on some positive notes, guys, I mean, I don't see any decal errors yet. What the hell is that? Well, there's a scratch on the car, so all right. Well, that just contradicted my statement. But, and there's a paint chip on the B post. Of course. What else would there be? Of course, it has to be on the side. It has to be on the passenger side where you can't even take a good looks ass if the car looks good or not. Man, oh man. Is there anything wrong with the splitter or the chassis? No? Luckily, it's on the EL mold. Well, thank God for that. But now, I know I just criticized Lionel, but I can't criticize them with how, technically, guys, this is an inaccurate car. This is a great representation of the car that he drove at Watkins Glen in 2018. However, though, Hendrick Motorsports, for the second year in a row, they changed their paint schemes at the last minute. The 2019 Hertz car, actually, I don't think they don't have the black outlines of this anymore, but it's even more simpler. They just have a black quarter panel now that just goes zoop, like that. And the colors are inverted, so you have like white letters on Exalta and the Liberty University logos. But I think that's it. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's the 2019 Hertz scheme, guys. So, just like the Austin Dillon Dow car, guys, we got an outdated paint scheme. I mean, I can't blame Lionel for that. I mean, because they had this car way in production before, before they changed the diecast renders. So, you got to blame Hendrick Motorsports and Richard Childress Racing with the Dow car for that. So, yeah. My honest opinion, guys, I mean, this is a decent-looking car, but is nowhere near as good as the car I'm about to show you guys from last year, which he ran at the All-Star Open of last year. It's his Hertz car from last year that he ran at the All-Star Open, like I just said. So, I mean, the hood is pretty much similar, besides that big fucking scrape mark. Sorry about that. That scrape mark's driving me insane. And, they really incorporated the black on this very well. I like the balance of white, of the white. I mean, a lot of people don't like the white number, in my opinion. I'm about to show you guys the big difference. But you know what? I think it kind of goes well. I mean, if they did a black number, it wouldn't have looked right. It would have looked, everyone would be like, is that 24? My God, that looks like, that looks like one screwed up 24, I tell you what. But yeah, guys, I mean, I personally, in my opinion, feel free to post your comments below, guys. Do you prefer the All-Star Open car from last year or, the 2018 scheme, which basically this is what this car is on the bottom, or do you prefer the 2019 scheme with the black corner panel? I want to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions about that. And yeah, I mean, and Hertz is literally littered all over this car. I mean, I think we see more Hertz sponsorship than we do with Valvoline, Exalta, Liberty University. I don't know. No, I don't think Valvoline's ever sponsored William Byron. They sponsored Bowman. Would be cool, though. I mean, could you imagine a Valvoline 24 car? Woo, that would look nice. But I don't know, guys. I mean, feel free to post your comments and thoughts below as I'm about to wrap up this diecast review on the William Byron 24 Hertz Chevrolet Camaro ZL1 for Hendrick Motorsports. If you guys enjoyed this review along with other diecast reviews, feel free to hit that subscribe button and make sure to give this a video a good like if you guys haven't already. But until then, guys, this has been OBB, the Diecast News Guy, and I will catch you guys on another NASCAR Diecast review.